Her story is one of resilience, transformation, and empowerment. Having faced trials in her past, she turned her struggles into stepping stones towards discovering self-love and embracing her true worth. Along the way, she found her voice, inspiring others to rise above adversity and live with confidence and purpose. Her journey is a testament that when we learn to love ourselves, we create ripples of hope and strength for others. This is the story of Virgie Brown. Epitome of what beauty is all about. She advocates for women empowerment, an entrepreneur, a pageant coach, and also a philanthropist. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pride to introduce you our season 2, episode 11, the beautiful and our birthday celebrant, Miss Virgie Brown. Hi, Ate Virgie.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm
you look
good.
Amazing.
You look amazing as always. The word I think of you is dazzling. Every time I introduce you when I host, the dazzling Miss Virgie Brown.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm so flattered.
How are you, Ate? Go ahead and greet everyone who's watching right now.
Oh, hi, everyone. Welcome to Unlimited, the Unlimited, John. And hope you're having a great day. And I am thanking John for, I'm not sure why he's asking me to be in his show, but I am here to support The Unlimited.
Of course, when I listed the people that I wanted to interview in Arizona, you're one of the top. Definitely.
Oh.
I wanted you to be in season 1, but you've been busy with all your activities,
I know.
right?
Yeah, so much activities.
Ate, the first time I met you was during Annie Awards. I don't know if you remember, in 2019. And this is right after you received an award.
Correct.
From Ate Floor's event. And that day, I knew I wanted to get to know this woman. I was so intrigued because not only that you were so beautiful, you had a lot of wisdom as you speak.
Oh, thank
Do you
you.
remember that day?
I remember that day. It was an amazing day. Actually, I was so honored and humbled by the Inspiration Award. I was actually one of the nominees for the Inspiration Award. Most of us doesn't think a lot about ourselves.
Yeah.
So because people can see us, but most of the time we can't see ourselves.
Yes.
So I was inspired by the inspiration also that they see me as an inspiration to the community.
And that's a good example that you don't really have to announce the things that you do for other people, right? Because people will notice.
Correct.
And I noticed because I know Ate Virgie because I got the privilege to work with her as a chair. But before we get to the pageant section of your story, you're known as someone who always amazes a lot of people, right? You amaze everyone with your outfit. Ate Virgie is a golden girl and you're always the star of the night for every event.
Oh my
But
God.
Ate, sino ba talaga si Virgie Brown?
Well, Virgie Brown, I was not Brown. I was actually married before with a different person. And but I always been Virgie. But I came from Philippines, of course, as you know that. I came from the southern island of the Philippines, which is Mindanao. And I was actually, believe it or not, was a teacher back home. I
remember you mentioned that.
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in secondary education and I major in biology. So, but I never taught here in the US. Before I was a teacher, and now I'm just one of the community leader here in Arizona. I'm also a mother. And of course, a wife, and I'm also a businesswoman.
Yes.
And that is me. And my passion is I love to look good. I always think to myself that no matter what happens, you have to take care of yourself first. Okay, self-care and self-love is very important to me. And when I see a lot of ladies out there taking care of themselves, that makes me happy.
Yes.
So I do that so I can inspire other women also to do the same.
Thank you for mentioning self-love. Because last night I was trying to think about what should I cover on Ate Virgie's story. Because Ate Virgie, like what I said, not only that she's a mother, she's an entrepreneur, she's a pageant coach, she's a philanthropist, she was a teacher. There's a lot to talk about, and I know one episode is not gonna fit in all, right?
Yes,
but
yes.
I want to touch base
Yes.
on self-care.
Yes.
You mentioned
Yes.
that sometimes looking good. I know in your own perspective, it's not just about to impress others,
Correct,
right?
correct.
Why is it important to understand how to love yourself?
It's very important because I always believe that if you don't love yourself first, you can never love anyone else. Okay, so it's very important that to love yourself foremost, because in that way you can extend that love
Yeah.
to outside towards other people. And it's not being beautiful, being like taking care of yourself. It doesn't mean that just the outlook, the outside part of your body. It's actually also the inside. You have to be mentally, emotionally,
Okay.
like love yourself.
Spiritually, physically,
yeah.
it's the overall,
Correct.
right?
It's the whole thing. It's because the mind and body, they always talk
Yeah.
to each other. So if you're sound mind, you also have a sound body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that. So for me, self-love is deep.
It is deep. I'm a big advocate of self-love, especially in our society today. And dami
Correct.
expectation na
Yes.
parang, ay dapat ganito yung bag mo, ay dapat ganito yung itsura mo pag sa event. But people don't realize na it really needs to start from within.
Correct.
Because when
Correct.
you have the confidence and you love yourself, it doesn't matter how people see you. Like you, ate, your beauty radiate, not because you want to look this to satisfy them, but because you feel good about looking good.
Correct. Yes, that's how it is. It's everything,
Self-love.
like you said, it radiates out. So whatever you have,
Yeah.
like positivity is one of the things that you must have as a person. That word positivity give you a lot of impact.
It's
back.
everything.
Everything.
It's
It gives
everything.
you good things back.
Is that ripple effect when you're positive?
Yes.
When you have that, when you wake up in the
Yes.
morning, guys, there's nothing wrong to speak to yourself and
Yes.
tell yourself, oh my goodness, you look beautiful today.
Exactly.
Because when you start with that positive mindset,
Yes.
as you said, it will go through the entire day,
Yes.
and you will even make it contagious to everyone to have a beautiful mindset and always think in a good side instead of
Correct.
thinking on the bad side.
Correct. Always
Pero-
speak it.
Ate, when you say loving yourself, do you have any experience in the past where you felt that you betrayed yourself for not being there, for not loving yourself, and you realize, wait, I need to pause everything and I really need to understand how to love myself because it's no longer about everyone else, but this is me.
Correct. Yes, I do. In fact, I do. I have a really it seems like I have a good life now. It looks like I'm all put together and stuff, but I have a bad struggle. I struggled since I got here. I was only 19 when I got here to the USA.
Really?
Yes, I left my family and live here in the US by myself. I don't have anyone with me, but of course that time I have my husband.
Yeah.
My struggle that time when I become single, and my first husband and then my second live-in, I have a live-in before, let them like
Take advantage.
control me.
Control you.
So I did not pay attention to myself. I was thinking to myself, maybe because I was young that time,
Yeah.
and I was only like thinking I have to put up with it because I have to. It's something that I don't understand why
you were
I was doing
innocent,
it.
right?
Yes.
You were vulnerable.
Yes, I was. So there is no self-love for me that time. All I want to do is to please this person that I'm with, and that I had to make sure that I guess maybe I was trying to survive.
Yeah.
So surviving in this world that I don't barely know the person that I'm living with, and that time there is no self-love for me. All I did was
Loving others.
loving others and making sure that I won't get kicked out, I guess, or something like that.
So it
But
was the survival.
it was a survival during that time. So there is no self-love for me. I was just like, I want to survive, but I did not think of any other things to do. But because I let people control me. I let other people control me. Then after that, something changed. Something changed in me. That's like, hey, grow up.
Yeah.
So that's when I start taking care of myself. I was thinking to myself, why I'm not taking care of myself? I realized that the only person can do that is me. I mean, for all of you, no one else can take take care of yourself, love yourself, but yourself.
Yes.
So that's how I realized that after my, I guess my live-in, because I was actually beat up. I was a battered woman. So that's also one part of my past that I didn't like, because that time, like I said, there is no self-love. Most of the women that we get beaten up or we get abused because we don't have enough love to ourselves.
You have to rely on someone's love to
Yes.
be accepted by a partner, a
Yes.
friend, a relationship.
Yes.
Okay, to continue with your life.
You're in control.
Let them take advantage of
take
you.
control of you, but you don't have control about yourself. And that's what I mean. That's why self-love is very deep, because that's how it is. You have to control yourself. You have to get hold of yourself and take a hold of
I get goosebumps right now, Ate, just hearing your story, because I did not know about it.
Yeah.
And we did not even rehearse about this interview, which is, I told Ate Virgie, let's just talk about our
heart
story
to
and
heart
be
talk.
ourselves. And, now it makes me understand why. Because a lot of times, like what you said, we see you at events with all makeup on, beautiful dresses, the beautiful Miss Virgie Brown. And in my mind, wow, she must have a good life, right? And sometimes people would envy you because how is she that age when she looks stress-free
Thank you.
without any problems? And I did not know that you went through that.
I went through a lot.
And it's
I went through a
it's
lot.
amazing how you can share the story and be an advocate for
Yes.
self-love,
Yes.
because sometimes when we see people, perception is always not the correct one.
Yes.
Our first perception about a friend or the people that we see around us, we don't realize they have a story behind it.
Always,
right?
yes.
And yours, I think that's the reason why you are who you are now,
Yes.
because of those experiences.
Correct. It made me stronger, and it made me realize that if I can't be strong for myself, then who will do it for me?
Exactly.
So that's why it makes me stronger and made me fight. Although I did not regret all those bad past that I had, because
But you were young. There's, it's not those past hone you to be who you are today.
yes, and because it makes me, the experiences made me learn more about life, and now I'm actually in golden years.
And you don't look you're in your golden years. I'm telling you, not because I'm your
thank
friend.
you.
I would say you're in your 30s.
Oh
If
my
I
God,
don't
I'm
know
so
you and I
glad.
see you at a store at the mall, I would not think you're in your golden years.
Oh my God, I'm so flattered. Yes, yeah. So that's I mean, my life was not like people
not
think
as-
it's
It's
like
not a Cinderella story
Correct,
where,
yeah.
right?
I'm,
Prince Charming just showed up and you had a good life. Ate, what do you want to tell our audience who's watching right now that's experiencing the same thing as you've experienced in the past?
Okay. Well, for me, especially, like I said, I have an interview before. It was a special segment about actually battered women. So I would like to emphasize that, because I don't want to go back to that. I was in that position for 2 years. Okay. So all the women out there, if ever you are in that situation, get out of it.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it yourself, ask for help. There's so many communities that will help people like those kind of experiences, because you don't deserve. No one deserve. No woman deserve to be treated badly by anyone. So I suggest get out of it. And if you need help, again, ask for help.
Advocate for yourself.
Advocate
Speak up.
for speak
up for yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing embarrassing about
Correct.
it. If you're experiencing being
Yes.
abused by anyone, it doesn't have to be in a relationship. It could be through friends,
Yes.
through the society. You don't
Exactly.
deserve to be in that situation.
Yeah. The
okay?
same thing as like this new thing now, that bullying in the social media.
Bullying in social media.
Kinda like that. The same like that. So that's why there is this word self-love. You don't let people do that to you.
Correct.
So you take care of yourself. You love yourself, so you can go up towards even higher
Yes.
than this person that bullying you. Not to like step down on them, but to get out of the situation.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
Self-love
it.
is the
Self-love.
key, your shield to make sure that no one stepped on you or no one take advantage of
Correct.
you. Okay. Now, Ate, thank you so much for sharing that
You're
background.
welcome.
Now, on a lighter topic, let's talk about your pageant days. Miss Virgie Brown is also a pageant queen, and she became a pageant coach
Yes.
later on. Tell us
Yes.
about it, Ate.
Well, the pageant that I attended actually it was like regional. I think it was because it was Mrs. Earth.
Yeah.
and that was the whole thing, like from different parts of USA. Okay, so that's the first one I did, and the reason I went through that, because like I said, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself, and I want to make sure I can stand on my own, and I want to make sure that I can show to the woman that we are what we're gonna be if we want
No
to be.
fear,
No
right?
fear.
No fear.
Yeah. Because whatever we are, it's your choice. So that's when I joined the pageant, and plus it was the pageant actually has a good cost. It was for Earth. So, and that's why I joined that. Then from
The purpose of it is also age does not matter.
age doesn't
Okay?
matter.
You can be anyone. You can be a beauty queen. You can be whoever.
Correct.
It does
Correct.
not limit you from anything.
Correct. And the good thing about that beauty pageant, actually, they call it beauty pageant, right? But in fact, it was not really, because not everyone is in the same form, the same shape.
Yeah.
Everybody was different shape. There's thin, there's tall, there's short. I'm very short.
Yeah.
But I joined that competition knowing that, I'm already the shortest in the group, and it did not
And beauty
stop me.
can be defined
Oh,
in
yeah.
many ways.
Yes.
Beauty, the standards of beauty nowadays is very realistic. It's no
Correct.
longer about you have to be tall, you have to be skinny,
and
you
there's
have to have.
you have to be 5.5
Not anymore,
above. Not
right?
anymore.
Even in beauty pageant industry, discrimination should not be allowed.
Correct.
Everyone can be who they are.
Correct.
And represent themselves.
Correct.
And you became a pageant coach because we chaired
Yes!
Mrs. Philippines Arizona 2022 to all the people or candidates from that batch.
Hey.
Right? Monica, Net, everyone else. Hello, guys, if you're watching.
Yeah.
We're here again. I was reminiscing it the other day. It's
Oh.
been 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Right.
We made queens in 2022.
Now with all the pageants out there, Filipinos love pageants.
Oh, yes, of
Okay,
course.
we love.
We grew up in the pageantry.
We grew up in
Yeah.
pageantry
Yes.
because we're colonized with Spain. We
Correct,
love Santa
correct.
Cruzan. We love parades, pageant.
Every reason the woman can wear a gown.
Yes, and you're number one when it comes to teaching
Yes.
passerella. But
Correct.
besides passerella, you also teach our queen how to compose themselves,
Yes.
how to present themselves in public. What are the tips that you gave our pageant queens about, being an advocacy of their own?
Okay, the first when we did that, usually I told the ladies like, hey, first of all, be yourself and make sure you are enjoying this, because if you're being forced to
Yeah.
join it, it's not your calling. Okay, so make sure that you want it, you want this, and then just be yourself and be the face of the person you want to be, because beauty pageant is a competitive part.
It's a competitive. It is very competitive.
So-
But like I said, it ties into what you said. Love yourself.
Love
That
yourself.
a lot of people think pageantry is about getting a crown.
Yes.
For me, I look at winners as those who have purpose.
Right.
Right, there are a lot. We have a lot of queens that did not get crowns,
Right.
but they were so active
Yes.
with their advocacy.
Correct.
They were volunteering.
Correct.
For me, that's a real winner. It's
Yes.
not really the title alone,
Yeah.
but it's having the real reason why.
Why? And once you join the pageant, when you get out of it, 100%, it helps you. The first thing it helps you is your self-confidence. A lot of women that join the pageantry, after they join it, they are way different than before they join it, because self-confidence is also one thing about self-love, because if you don't love yourself, you don't have confidence to go out anywhere to show people what you are,
Yeah.
to show people anything. But so I mean, the bottom line is
You're unlimited. That's the
Yeah.
word, folks.
Yeah,
If you're watching
there
the
you go,
unlimited,
Dad.
when you have, I always say this. I'm an advocate for self-love, like what
Uh-huh.
Ate Virgie. When you are understanding the person you are, and you have
Yes.
self-love, you would not be afraid to eat at the mall by yourself.
Correct.
You won't be afraid to travel. I travel alone.
Yes, I
5
see that.
countries
Yeah, you see
during summer
that.
alone.
I see
You're not going to
that.
be afraid to watch a movie alone or to attend an event alone, because you know why? You do not care about what other people have to say,
Correct.
because you care about the person inside, and you
Alright.
have that confidence to do everything that you can, and it gives you a lot of opportunity.
yes, a lot of opportunities open when you have self-confidence, and which again that explain that self-love is there.
Correct.
So if you love yourself, a lot of open doors will open for you, and you'll meet a lot of people, good people, if you do learn to love yourself, because you look at the world positively. You
Yes.
look at everyone with positive sides of them. So It's
Lalo
really
na sa
like,
Filipino culture, ate. Marami kasi
Yes.
tayong mga, I know, there's a lot of connotations din na,
Yes.
para we always hear what people have to say. We worry
Yeah.
too much about
Yes.
mga marites ng bayan, di ba? Mga
Marites,
chismis. Parang naging norm na sana magbago
Yes.
na let's stop talking about other people.
Yes.
If anything, talk about them, about their positive
positivity,
success,
yes.
their success, their
Yes.
inspiring stories.
Yes.
Kasi parang yun yung naging problema ng society.
Correct,
No? When we
yeah.
talk about negative things, bullying online.
Yes. You know what's the root word for that? This is really bad, but I have to say it. The word jealousy. I don't like that word. And I never let that into my heart. Because once you let jealousy, the word jealousy, jealousy,
That will
it
drown
ruins
you.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, it ruins you in every aspects of your life. So instead of jealousy, change that word to inspiration.
Inspiration.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, so
Yes.
be inspired. When you see somebody like, oh my God, look at her or look at him,
Yes.
or look how they are, then don't put the jealousy in it.
Yes.
Put the word.
Don't compare.
Yeah.
Don't compare
yes.
yourself. And this is the
Yes.
point of the Unlimited.
Yes,
When I'm
yes.
inspired to interview
Yes.
someone, it's Ate Virgie, because I want to know
Yes.
Ate Virgie's story. It
Inspire.
ignite the light in me that, wow, I can't believe she went through that.
Yes.
She can do it. Maybe I can do it as well.
Correct.
Other people who are watching can do it as
Of
well.
course, you can do it. I believe me, you can do it. If you say you can, yes, you can, and that's all you need to know. You know, you don't. You just be inspired on everybody's aspects of life that they're in, and that you think that, hey, there. If you look up, and you said like, oh, wow, just be wow. I want to be like them,
You cannot-
but inspired.
Inspired. I like that. So instead of being jealous, be inspired.
inspired.
Stop comparing yourself.
Yes.
Instead, find inspiration from individuals
Correct.
about their successful stories.
Everybody inspire me. You inspire me a lot. Every time I talk to you in any interview, you make me feel at ease because
thank you,
the
Ate.
way you talk to people is very like heart to heart. There's no fake or there's no
No
it's just
hypocrisy.
yeah, it's just heart to heart. Like I told you before we start this interview, I said, so John, what are we gonna
No
do? She
script.
said,
I really don't like script
I said,
because I really
me
want-
too.
yeah.
Remember when we were doing the pageantry? I
Yes.
said, John, I don't like script.
No. I guess the chemistry, and that was your first time to host. And I'm glad I
Yes.
hosted with you.
Yeah.
That was one of my unforgettable events
Yeah.
that I've hosted in my entire hosting career in Arizona. When we hosted,
Yeah.
because I'm so comfortable with
Yeah.
you, we
I was
were doing
comfortable.
ad lib back to back,
Yeah.
no script, and we had fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
Very good. Oh, you look dazzling. I love your purple.
Thank you. I look like Barney tonight, but thanks for that compliment. You look beautiful as always, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the support. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fun. Yeah, because you inspire me, and
Yeah.
I, like you said, I never hosted before, but because of you, it inspires me. Hey, I can do this. John is with
Yeah.
me. You know, I took your strength and I put it
And
on
you
me.
did. You were amazing. You were amazing at it
Thank
because we have
you.
videos online, and next
Yeah.
to go back to those clips, right?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
I did heard a lot of good feedbacks, and they said like our chemistry on stage
Yeah.
was nice, it was thank you for all these people that say that, by the way.
Yes, thank you. Mrs. Philippines Arizona 2022. I love you guys. But now, going back, Ate, now leaving the pageantry
Okay.
segment of your life,
Okay.
let's talk about you as a mother. You're a mother of
Yes.
two with
Yes.
beautiful ladies that I've emceed one of them during her debut,
Debut.
right? Tell us about it. Who is Virgie Brown as a mother?
Well, as a mother, my children now are grown. I have a 25 and a 19-year-old girls. And as a mother, maybe you can say I'm a little bit
Straight.
strict, but not to the point that I'm choking my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm straight to the point that I am telling them that what life gonna be. I am a mother that did not tell the kids, say, hey, do this or do that, but I tell them what's truth about outside world, and I keep them. The most important thing I told my kids is, I know not everybody likes to go to school.
Yeah.
Education is not for everyone, but for me, and then my kid, I told my girls that too, that yes, education might not be for everyone, but for me, it is for you too.
Yeah.
For my two girls, okay? I was just talking to about my girls, like, that's the only thing I can give you that no one else can take from me.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's what, as a mother, I'm very like that, like straightforward to them, and I'm not tight when it comes to going out, going places like that. They have their own thing. I don't tell my kids what to wear and what not to wear. I don't tell my kids who to become their friends and who not, because I do understand that all of us, I was there, I
They're
was
their own individuals.
Yes, as a child, my parents has a hard time on me because I have my own mind, and during that time, they don't understand that part. But as maybe because of the community, the stuff that we seen and that new,
And you've learned as a
Yeah.
child, and you've learned that this generation is different
correct, and
compared to ours.
the stuff we read in social medias about,
Yes.
you know, so
it's dangerous.
Yes,
Without
yes.
any
Yes. Yeah.
without any mentoring our kids online.
Right.
One more time out there.
Okay.
Without mentoring the kids online, they could see any information online that can
Yes.
be dangerous.
Correct.
Okay. And I must say, Ate, you've done a great job
Oh,
raising your
thank you.
kids, because they're both successful in their
Thank you.
own whatever path
Yes.
they are tackling right now.
Yeah, that's all I ask from them. Finish school, and then you can do whatever you want.
And when I see them with you, I would not think they're your kids.
Yeah, we're like
I would
friends.
think you're an older sister,
Or
a cousin,
yeah,
right?
Sometimes I feel like I'm a kid because they're the one who told me, "Mom, don't do that." You know how kids are nowadays. They have their like trends that you know
Yes.
you can't do that. For me, it's natural, but for them, it's not. So, but we become very good friends. Like we're just kids when we are around. We're just kid around. I just act like them,
Yeah.
but they know there is
I'm
always
sure they just don't tell you, but
Yeah.
I bet they tell their friends, I have the coolest mom. Because you are the coolest
Yeah,
mom. When I see you,
I did.
how is that possible? I look at portraits around your house. I would not think, if I don't know you, that you're
Yeah.
the mom of those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Now,
you.
being a mom, again, you're doing a great job out there raising your kid, and now this is your time. They're on their own path, right? Matanda na sila, may kanya-kanya ng buhay. Now, is that why now you're really enjoying your golden years?
Yes. Actually, I'm glad you asked me that, because when I have a kid, when I was like I take care of my kids, like I'm a hands-on mom. I take them to their plays, I took them to their competition, I take them to their a lot of extracurricular
All the events
activities,
they had to
all the
attend.
events. And I, of course, it was not me. I can't go anywhere without them, so I always carry them anywhere. So my for me, going anywhere was kind of limited unless I can take my kids.
Yeah.
But now my kids are grown up, and as you can
your
see,
time.
it's my
This
time.
is your time.
So I go anywhere I want to, as long as I can, as long as my husband will
Yeah.
agree, and then I'll just enjoy myself, enjoy the day, each day of my life, because life is
so
too
short.
short.
No, it is.
Life
It's
too
probably
short.
overrated when people say life is too short, but it is.
It is.
Could you
It
imagine
is.
the last time we were together during
Yeah.
pageantry? 3 years. That was been
Yes,
3 years.
3 years.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be
Oh
6
my God,
years,
yeah.
10 years from
We're
now.
in the fast lane, you know. Our
Yeah.
life is so fast. So yeah, now I am. You'll see me a lot outside by myself or with my husband most of the time,
Yeah.
which I call him my Superman. Because my kids, they're on their own. They actually they don't need my me taking them anywhere.
And I
They
think
have their own life.
that's the product of your parenting.
Yeah.
You've instilled them the values of what being independent is. How is it to be a good citizen?
Yes.
And now
Yeah.
you see
they have
them,
their
right?
lives.
Being
Yes.
kind to their
They're-
peers, pursuing
they're
their
very
dreams.
kind.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you're a proud mom.
I am a proud mom of two of my two girls. They are very I'm glad. I don't know what I did right, or because they are really good kids.
Yeah. From being a mom, Ate, you're also a leader in our
Yeah.
community.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
You are sharing the culture of dance.
Yes.
The culture of entrepreneurship and community service.
My passion is actually the Filipino cultural. I love the cultural dances, and that's the reason I got into that group. I was in a multiple different names of group, but it's basically the same Filipino cultural dancers, which we just actually show
Yeah.
Arizona how the Filipino
Not
culture
just our
is.
community, but
Correct, the
different
Arizona.
ethnicities.
Yeah, we go private or public or
Yeah.
community, like that stuff. Now we have this group we call the Filipino Performing Artists of
Yeah.
Arizona, and which is our director is Roxanne Angeles. So I'm still one of the dancers, although I think I'm one of the oldest dancers.
Yeah.
But it's I still like to dance Filipino cultural dances. It's just it gives me pride. I'm so proud to show to the
It
people.
makes you proud being a
Yeah,
Filipino.
yes.
Right?
I'm so proud of our culture, and I'm so proud of our dance.
Definitely.
Yes,
And it educates the new generation
Yes,
to
yes.
understand our culture,
Correct.
our dances,
Yes.
traditions.
Yes.
You were a teacher, you said, when you
Yeah.
were in your 20s. I think even if you're not in the teaching profession, you'll always be a teacher.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, because why? Just listening to her story, you continue to teach everyone about your past, right? You continue to teach everyone what self-love is about. You are an advocate of women empowerment.
Yes.
You've taught your kids all the values. You teach the new generation all these dances. I think that teacher will always be in you.
Always be. I think once a teacher's always,
Always a teacher.
Just like you.
Yes, yes. There's a lot more. I'm sure there's going to be part 2. Hopefully in the future we'll have part 2.
Yes.
But what is one wisdom or what is the legacy of Virgie Brown?
The legacy of Virgie Brown, I would say first is my family, which I call my little brown family. Because before, this was just a dream to me. So I have my own legacy. I have my 2 beautiful girls and, of course, my loving husband.
Yes.
And then, so that's a legacy of me. And plus, of course, I make marks to a lot of people that actually believes in positivity and believes that they do love themselves. So that's who Virgie is.
That's who Virgie Brown is. Thank you so much, Ate. You're the true unlimited.
Oh,
You are
thank
the
you.
unlimited of wisdom, unlimited of self-love, beauty,
Thank you.
ageless, right?
Ageless.
You're unlimited of an advocacy of that life is
Yes.
short and you just have to live it.
Correct.
And be the person you are. Love yourself and be
Inspire.
positive.
And be
we will
inspired.
take that lesson from you. I'm very inspired hearing your story.
Yes, thank
you
you.
so much,
You're
Ate.
welcome.
Folks, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope
Thank-
you learned a lot from Miss Virgie Brown. This is John Saavedra, episode 11, The Unlimited.
Thank you.